Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. In Provincetown. This week featuring Wake up, wake up. Can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Make it strong, please. Hey. Oh. Hey. Wake up, wake up. Oh. No, really, can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, guys. It's Friday, September 19th. This is Wake Up. I almost said August.
Nope.
Don't you wish it was still August?
It feels like August still.
Summer's back.
Yeah, this past week was so nice.
I know. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
You did? What did you do?
Monday was my big day to get out. My good friends Sunny and Tonio are visiting. They're back in town. Sunny lived here for a few summers, I think 21 to 23. But he came back to visit, and Monday we did what we do as a little tradition. He rented a pontoon boat
From Flyers?
from Flyers.
Uh-huh.
He says that they told him that all the boats were done, and that he said that he dropped my name, and they're like, "Oh well, we'll keep a boat in the water for you," which I can't imagine is true.
But it's for Harrison.
Exactly.
They're like, Ford?
Exactly.
Anything for Harrison. Ford?
But it was so fun. Pontoon boats are just super chill. They're very easy. Yeah.
Like you're driving your living room around the harbor.
Yeah. But we drove all around the harbor, and then we ended up parking for a little while at Long Point. We went out and got out in Long Point, and I don't know if this is a normal thing, but there were like so many sand dollars on Long Point.
Really?
Yeah. Like we found like 30 of them.
You never know what you're going to see.
Yeah. But I don't know why that would happen, like why they would all wash up, or
Climate change.
I don't know. How can you tell if a sand dollar's dead or alive?
If it's still got the little doobly doobs on the bottom that are making.
Oh, if it's moving, it's alive.
Yeah.
I thought they were like rocks that were like alive, like oysters.
Oh, I don't know.
Do sand dollars have a nervous system?
I don't know.
Somebody that's watching this from home, Google that and put it in the comments. Do sand dollars have a nervous system?
Yeah. Did you get out in the sun at all this week?
Did I get out in the sun? Not really. I was in Boston for work, so I was at the State House
No sun in Boston.
in an office. No, it was kind of gray, but then the sun did come out when we walked across the street to get coffee.
Yeah.
So busy day on Beacon Hill. As you know, the legislature
Yeah, what are you getting done?
is back in full swing. It's hearings season. And as you know, Senator Sear is the chair of the Housing Committee.
Work.
Yay, housing. Speaking of housing, there's a housing resource fair here at Provincetown Town Hall on Tuesday, September 30th, which is at 260 Commercial Street, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning. There's a little agenda here. If you get today's issue of the Provincetown Independent, you can see the agenda for the housing resource fair. It's vital information, especially if you are somebody who is housing insecure at the moment.
There's 65 new units coming up to be available on the Jerome Smith property.
Yeah.
Are those median or affordable?
They're affordable.
Affordable.
All of them?
I believe so.
I think it's a blend,
Maybe
but
it's a blend.
predominantly affordable.
Great.
And as we were just explaining to an audience member a moment ago, affordable means you can make up to a certain percentage of the Aryan median income. And then there's also attainable housing, which is what we refer to as the missing middle. People like you, people who make too much for affordable, people like us, where you can make like...
Mark's like me. No.
You make under the...
Yes.
Really?
When I-
Because all the money I'm making on this show.
Girl,
When
calm
I
down.
When I used to work 80 hours a week, I did not.
You did not.
I made too much money to
Right.
apply.
So attainable is you can, depending on where you're living, you can make up to 200% or 250% of the area median income,
Yeah.
which, you know, is still not enough to buy like a market rate place.
Yeah. It also has a net worth stipulation.
A net
So
worth
if you
stipulation.
work all summer and save your money, you won't be able to apply. But if you work all summer and then go traveling all
through
winter
it.
and blow it, you can get affordable housing.
Yeah, it's not a perfect system. It is
No.
an imperfect system.
But it's doing good.
Yes, it is doing good. Yeah, so, but before Jerome Smith happens, there are units in Wellfleet that are already available. The housing lottery in Wellfleet is,
Is open now for those 46 units.
yeah, there are 46 units in Wellfleet where they are currently accepting applications.
From Provincetown residents?
You can live anywhere, I
Oh,
think.
no way.
Yeah, but there's some like state or federal law where if it's affordable, you have to accept applications from, you know, there are people that were like forced out of here 5 years ago who were
Right.
having to live wherever and they want to come back. So those people, I mean, we get emails from them all the time in Senator Sears' office where it's like, I lived on the Cape for 30 years and right now I'm living in like, you know, Michigan in my mom's basement and I really, really want to come back.
Right.
So those people, it is an opportunity now, if you're watching this, to apply for an affordable unit in Wellfleet as we speak.
Depends on how much money they got from the state or from the federal government. That's the percentage.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, depending on if the complex received federal funding or state funding.
You know everything now that you work for Julie.
I do. Isn't that weird?
That's exciting. No, I think it's great.
Yeah, so that's what I did this week.
Yeah.
There was a hearing of the housing committee, so you know it's fun to watch Julian presiding over a hearing with
Yeah.
the gavel. I mean, you hardly ever have to use it, but it's, you know, it's
fun
like
to-
it's like Thor. He's just sitting
Yeah,
up
it's
there
fun
with
to have
his,
a gavel. It's fun to have something that is ready to bang.
yeah, like don't make me bang this.
Yeah.
Don't make me bang this.
Yeah.
And it's also people are like we have at town hall. There's like a timer for people who are delivering
3
testimony.
minutes. 3 minutes.
Yeah, and at the end of it, it's like beep beep beep, like a truck's backing up, and it's going to back up over you if you don't stop talking.
Right.
So they do have that, so that's fun. And you know, if they keep going, that's when he can gavel.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to do that.
Speaking of timing, did you watch the Emmys?
I missed the Emmys,
What?
but I will say this: most of my predictions came true, except for supporting actress in a drama.
Who won that?
did. No one from White Lotus. I thought Carrie Coon was going to beat Parker Posey. I don't know if I said that on this show, but somebody else I think somebody from Severance.
Yeah.
Severance or The Pit.
It didn't seem like White Lotus won a lot.
No, Severance won lead actress in a drama. White Lotus was shut out this year.
Damn.
And I'm going to tell you, remember we were saying every season of White Lotus has had one more episode than the season before. So the first season was like 6 episodes. This one was 8. And remember how everybody was complaining those first couple weeks? We're like, God, when is something going to happen? It was so slow to start. I think that it cost them all of those pretty glittering awards.
Interesting.
That's my personal well-informed theory.
Yeah.
It's just what I think. But I knew that little boy from Adolescence was going to
Yeah.
win supporting actor in a miniseries. That was the best childhood acting I've ever seen in my life. Eat Your Heart Out, Macaulay Culkin, circa 1990. This kid is the real deal. The range
what
of
about Jodie
emotion.
Foster? What about?
Jodie Foster in Freaky Friday? Or Taxi Driver?
Girl who lives down the lane.
Yeah.
I never saw the little
What
girl
about
who lives
Kirsten Dunst? What about?
This is on a par with Interview. No, this is even better than Interview with a Vampire. Did you watch Adolescence?
Some of it.
Just watch the 3rd episode where it's the therapist and him in a room for
I
an
didn't
hour.
get that far. 'Cause he seemed very blank, which I.
He's blank in the
understood,
in the 3rd one. He like it's a roller coaster.
I'm gonna have to
Look,
give it
the
another-
hair- I mean, every episode is done in one take, but like to see an hour of 2 people in a room done as one take it's incredible. I'm like, are there? Is it like SNL? Are there people with like the words? Like
Yeah, what if
they?
you-
Knew, it was like they knew every.
What if you get 40 minutes in and you're like, line? Right.
Cut. Oh my
Then you
god.
get the AI and it fixes it.
Right.
Just good. You can watch that as a standalone episode, and
Okay.
you'll totally understand what's happening.
Yeah.
It was mine. I think she won too. The woman that played the therapist also won an Emmy. And finally, Hannah Einbinder for season 4 of Hacks. I had called it. I was like, when she threw that fish against the window,
Bronzino, yeah.
like that's going to be the episode that she submits, and she will win for it. And, she did.
real person is getting Bronzino.
Congratulations to everybody that won, especially the people that I wanted to win.
No, but the reason I said timing is apparently, I think it was a bit that they did where like any speech that ran, they were going to donate $100,000 and every second your speech ran over, it would subtract $100,000, and every minute your speech ran under, they would add $1,000.
Yeah.
Which I think is so annoying because I feel like the acceptance speeches are what I want to see.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, you only get 45 seconds because Will Smith is going to do a bit for 10 minutes. I'm just like, I don't want to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, how did it end up? How much money was doing it? I think it was the Boys and Girls Club. Oh,
Yeah.
it was just a bit.
They donated $3,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
300,000.
$300,000. That was a nice gesture.
Which is why I think a lot of them knew going into that that's going to happen. It was just a bit, so they were like, eh.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hannah gave a very inspired speech. What was it? Fuck ICE, free Palestine.
Go birds.
Go birds. Fuck
Fuck
ICE,
ICE,
free Palestine.
Right.
When you have a platform, make a statement.
Well.
Even though it might cost you your job.
Yeah.
You know, my friend Maureen worked at Kimmel for years.
No way.
Yeah. So she's good friends with Jimmy and all those guys. And
Yeah. So Jimmy got his show canceled.
but they offered him to have it back.
It's suspended indefinitely.
If you like made a donation and
If he apologizes to Charlie Kirk's family, of whom he said nothing.
yeah, the speech was the MAGA gang is desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Clark as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't seem that inflammatory.
No, it doesn't,
especially
does it?
considering on Fox News, Brian Kilmeade, who is from Fox News, says that the U.S. should just kill mentally ill homeless people. Mm-hmm. And he apologized and
Life
gets
went
to
on
keep
as
his
normal.
job.
Yeah, just involuntarily, lethally inject the homeless population, and that will solve the homeless problem.
Yeah.
The same people that say, you know, an embryo is a human and you have to give birth to it, whether it was rape or anything. But once it's an adult, just lethally inject.
Yeah.
Make them give birth to them and then clear them out.
Jesus.
It's the circle of life.
But it's very worrisome when it comes to free speech and the right-leaning push within our media, silencing more left-leaning voices. It's scary.
Yeah. Good thing that there's only 12 of you watching this and that nobody pays us to do it.
Yeah, we'll be canceled.
So we can say whatever we want.
Otherwise, we'd be canceled.
Yeah. Team Jimmy.
Yeah,
I
but
wonder if he's going to issue the apology.
He better not.
Right?
yeah.
Don't do it, Jimmy.
I'm like, leave, go somewhere else, and do whatever you want. You know what I
Your
mean?
own company with Colbert.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Go to HBO or something. Yeah.
Dark times out there for the First Amendment and talk show hosts like ourselves.
He's a colleague.
He is. Was.
Right? I guess that's true. We're over here keeping our jobs.
Also support
That-
your trans friends.
Yes.
Be an ally. Say that because they can't.
Oh.
Oh, right. Support your trans friends. Be an ally. Sam Sewell.
Seems like you actually have to say it because they can't.
Oh, right.
Use
remember.
your microphone.
Oh.
But a lot of people are calling to cancel your Disney Plus subscriptions, Hulu, as well as your ABC app, which I'm all for.
But if I cancel Disney Plus, how will I watch The Little Mermaid for the 9 millionth time?
Buy it on VHS.
I don't have a VHS player.
You have a DVD player.
I do have a DVD player.
I think there's going to be a big push back towards digital media soon.
I just called it a VHS player. I meant VCR.
Ooh,
I made fun of that girl for calling it a VHS player
Who
that
did you
one
make
time.
fun of for calling it
I
a
was at a
VHS
Christmas
player?
party at David Rowley and Rick Ball's house in New York one year, and I was like somehow the oldest person, and there were like 30 people under 40, and like somebody pulled a curtain aside, and it was where their TV and all their stuff was, and she goes, "Oh my God, look, they have a VHS player," and I was like, "That's a VCR? What planet are you from?" And everybody looked at me like I was some asshole.
Well,
Isn't it a VHS player? It plays VHS.
No one ever called it a VHS player. When we were growing up, it was
Yeah,
a VCR.
very true.
Did you ever once call it a VHS player? That damn thing was, and forever will be a VCR.
what does VCR and VHS stand for?
VHS is, and
Right.
VCR is video cassette recorder.
Video cassette recorder.
What is VHS? Hey, those of you back home, Google VHS.
Our fact checkers.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's a VCR.
Speaking of VHS, you
Uh-huh.
can.
Video home system.
Video home system.
VHS tape.
Video home system player. That doesn't even make sense, girl from that Christmas party.
Speaking of VHS, your your favorite bar with a VHS player.
Oh, Lady Slipper.
Lady Slipper, right here in town. I went out in the Hindu with the staff of Lady Slipper as well as Poppin' Dutch for a staff party.
Did anyone get sick?
No.
Thank God.
Yeah. It was gorgeous sailing. The sunset was incredible, even to the point where the people who work on the Hindu said it was incredible, and they see them every single day. But it was so fun. Two very fun staffs. And then we all went back to Lady Slipper for pizza and cocktails, and it was so fun. The Hindu is the best. The best staff parties I've ever had were on the Hindu, and it was also my first time on the Hindu post makeover.
Oh, right.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going Sunday, the day after tomorrow.
Nice. And they have 2 dogs now.
They do?
Yeah.
That are like helping. They're like pulling ropes.
They
and stuff.
were. It was really, really cute.
That's adorable.
And then Wednesday night, I picked up for a friend, Mikey, at Lady Slipper, and I served. And it was the first day of the brand new fall cocktail list at Lady Slipper. So it's all new cocktails.
All?
Yeah.
They're still doing the disco nap,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Oh, yeah, Disco Nap, yes.
So there's some that they're always going to have.
Just the disco.
Just the disco
Yeah,
nap.
everything else is brand new.
Wowzers. Get in there to that Lady Slipper. Try out their new. Give us like some tidbits.
I'm trying to think of the most popular just from that one night. There are 2 cocktails called the Sweater Weather and the Leather Weather.
Ooh.
And I think it was happenstance they got named something similar, but it's fun because they're actually kind of similar but with like different vibes. Like one is apple cider and vodka, which is like kind of easy drinking, probably to a problematic point. You could like
Cold drink?
you could knock down like 6 of them in like 10 minutes because there's no easy drinking. Then the other is kind of a take on the Leather Weather is kind of a take on a old fashioned, but it's made with like a cider reduction syrup.
Wow.
So it's kind of like an apple pie old fashioned.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Sounds very autumnal. I can't wait.
Yeah, but there's lots of smoky drinks. There's lots of apple drinks.
There's also lots of VHS tapes. And if you're nice to the bartender, they'll pop in the one that you want.
Which do you usually like?
Working Girl, hello. Peak Sigourney Weaver, peak Harrison Ford. Speaking of. No, I was like, I can't believe you have that. Will you play it, please? And fast forward to the scene where she's making Melanie Groth tie her ski boots on.
No, you just have to drink until then.
That's what I did.
But the Disco Nut Bob's favorite is still there. It's our draft pour espresso martini.
It's a kick in the head.
Yeah, as it should be.
It is a strong espresso martini.
Yeah. I also did trivia this past Monday. It was another really awesome crowd. There's one more this coming Monday with both me and Evan, and then one more after that with just me, my last trivia.
Oh, you're doing it all alone?
Yeah, Evan's out of town, and I was like, I'll just do it myself since it's the last one. Yeah.
You guys, next week is Harrison's last episode of Wake Up, too.
Yeah.
How's that highlight reel coming together?
So good.
Don't do it.
Great.
You should do a highlight reel of
14 minutes.
just me saying 5 years of me saying
All the clips of you eating.
yeah. 5 years of me going, but like
No, but you know what? Ever since you announced that you were leaving, some of our longtime viewers have reached out and been like, you know, it inspired me to go back and watch some of those very early days of you guys.
Spooky.
And no, the consensus was that we were good at this even when we had no idea what we were doing.
yeah, we still don't. So yeah.
No, one that stood out was your very early interview with Brian Raffinelli. Bob Lowell pointed that one out to me. He was like,
that was great.
He was like, that was a great interview. And the camera work at the end where you like panned up to the sky, I was like, that was me. It was literally just you and me.
No.
What?
David Silva's nephew filmed
Pat
that one.
did that one. I totally took credit for Pat Silva's camera work. What was I doing?
Standing there?
Oh. Directing.
Sure,
Stage
we'll call it
managing.
directing.
He was like, that was magnificent. It was like,
Yeah.
thanks, Pat.
Right, exactly. What else do you know? I went to Luke's Lobster for the first time.
You're doing like the first of everything now that you're leaving?
I think there's only a few restaurants I haven't been to in town in the 10 years I've lived here.
What are the other ones?
I like don't want to say
Okay.
because it's not a reason. It's just like I just have never gotten there. Like Varelli's I've never been to, or Grand Central.
Well, I think Grand Central's done for the year.
Yeah.
Varelli's is still there. Well, how was Luke's Lobster?
It was really great. Really fun vibe. Brent was there, Lucinda Liphole. Yeah, it was funny. I actually was walking on commercial, saw her in full drag walking down the street. Then, like 5 minutes later, went to Luke's Lobster and she was there bartending out of drag. I was like, how did you do that?
Really?
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman, she just twirls around
Kind
and
of,
bam, she's in
yeah.
another outfit.
But it's a fun vibe. The food was really good.
Did you get the flight of lobster, crab, and shrimp rolls?
No.
You can get like mini
didn't
of
see that as an
each.
option.
Really? I think they have that.
Yeah. But the lobster bisque is really good, but very rich. It tasted like you were eating a bowl of buttered lobster, which I guess is what you want.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did I get up to anything else?
No?
No. Oh, it is the WNBA playoffs. They started this past week. A few of the rounds are over. I mean, there's one more game in the first round tonight. The Liberty versus the Phoenix Mercury. That's what it is. But the three teams that have moved on so far, the Minnesota Lynx, the Indiana Fever, which is such a bummer. I really wanted them to lose, and the Aces.
Why did you want them to lose?
I don't care for that team.
I don't care for them.
Yeah.
So Caitlin Clark goes on it, and then you care.
No, I'll care less.
You hate her.
I'm not into their fandom.
Oh.
They have a
Is
problem.
it toxic fandom?
They do have a mildly toxic fandom. And they beat the Atlanta Dream, which is one of my favorite teams.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's probably time to...
Yeah, did you do anything else this week?
No, I didn't. Did I? Sam, I think we're going to see what Sam has going on this weekend on the Roundup. Take it away, Sam Sewell.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Wake Up Weekly Roundup for the week of September 19th to September 26th. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr. And starting today, actually it started yesterday, but Right is going on this weekend, a queer gathering celebrating the annual equinox at the Gifford House. Go check that out at the Gifford House website for all the lineup of their events. Also, you can join the Salty Market Farm stand today for Tacos del Jardín. They're going to present you with all manners of good stuff from their garden in taco form, including vegetarian options, I'm told. Also, if you're out in Churro, you can go to the Ice Cream Social Fundraiser today at 5:30 at the Churro Vineyards with the musical guest Sugar Bucket and friends. Tickets are $35, and you can get them at the Churro Vineyards website. Also, then on Saturday, if you didn't catch it on Wednesday, you can catch another showing of Mahogany at 11 a.m. over at the Water's Edge Cinema, because it's the 50th anniversary of this fantastic movie, so come and check that out and wear your best Luke. Also opening on the 20th, Paul and Emile, or The Masterpiece, is happening at the Wealthy Harbor Actors Theater, opening September 20th and running through October 12th. I hear it's a really great production, so go and check that out at What? And on Sunday, you can go back to Churro Vineyards because they are presenting the Churro Treasures Grape Stomp. Think Lucille Ball in that funny skit as pictured here. It's open at noon with live music at 2 and the Grape Stomps at 3:30. Food and ice cream trucks, but no outside food and drink at the Churro Vineyards. Then on Monday, Latin Night is still going strong over at the Gifford House. And thank you to P. Towney for this lovely graphic. So go check them out. It's Industry Night and Latin Night at the Gifford House. And then on Thursday, it is the last call for Tennessee Williams Fest, the 20th annual Provincetown Tennessee Williams Festival, with shows like This Property is Condemned across the street from the boat slip, the 2-character play at WOMR, and Clothes for a Summer Hotel in the basement of Purgatory. So come and check that out at twfest at ptown.org, and you'll see me running around like a nut, so wish me good luck. Upcoming, we have the $20 each lobster roll event happening September 25th and 26th for National Lobster Day over at Luke's Lobster. Also put on your calendar to go see People, Places, Pigeons, oh my, happening at the Wealthy Adult Community Center, opening September 28th, and the exhibit will run till October 31st. As always, if you have anything you would like me to promote, please email me at wakeuproundup@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at wakeuproundup. Again, if you see me out running around, wish me good luck with all the things Tennessee Williams Fest. And if you want to give me a treat like some ice cream, I wouldn't say no. I will see you out there.
you, Sam.
Yeah. Please welcome Iris Glazner Leigh, local Cape Cod author.
Iris, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you.
So, Liza's Secrets. Tell us a little bit about Franny Blackman.
Well, you find this out in the first chapter, so it's not a spoiler.
I'm not giving anything away.
Perfect.
No
Perfect.
spoiler. She basically decides to ditch her abusive husband who's trying to kill her, gets in the car, puts her cat in the back seat, and decides to drive somewhere to get away, and tells him she's going to Florida, but instead she heads to Cape Cod.
Oh.
And she's never been to Cape Cod off season. She has no idea. And so she's trying to figure out who Cape Cod is and where she's going to live. And she winds up in a guy's named Jeff's motel. And there's a little romance that ensues that lasts for the rest of the series.
As happens on the Cape.
And the cats are
Especially in
every
the
book,
off-season.
So if you like cats, this is a good book for that. And Liza spends her time trying to figure out, Cape Cod is almost a character. And she's trying to figure out off-season Cape Cod. And she's looking for, she's from metropolitan New Jersey. She's looking for a bagel, can't find one. She's looking for, and she's trying to figure out why people here dress like they're going on a camping trip. And so,
Read, Iris.
so she winds up in a spiffy clothing store selling clothes, and she's starting to hate herself because she sees herself as the tourist she was the year before. And when summer shows up, her husband Barry's hot on her trail, and he's trying to figure out how to get her and find her and kill her because he wants her life insurance.
It's a life insurance plot.
It is a life insurance plot. So that's kind of the meat of it. I don't want to give any more away, but the cat's a character, Liza's a character, Jeff's a character, Barry's a real sleazy guy, and Cape Cod is also a place that it's a very unique place, and I've written it from a year-rounder standpoint.
And which town does she end up in, can you say?
Chatham, yeah.
Do you live in Chatham?
I do,
How long have you lived in Chatham?
since '86.
Oh.
wow.
Part-time since '86.
Long enough to actually hate the tourists.
Haven't been in town all summer.
Smart, very
Except for the
smart.
bookstores and the library.
Work. So this is the first book in plans to be a series?
Yes.
Nice.
In the second installments, and from then on, Liza stays in Chatham and becomes a PI. So she then has her own detective agency and solves crimes all over the Cape.
What inspired this?
Actually, just like everything else, it's inspired by true events. So the truth is, my husband is a wonderful guy. We've been married over 50 years, so that did not inspire it. However, I said that right off the bat. But what did inspire it was I went to buy a Subaru from the first time. I'd never owned a car, and I'd never bought a brand new car all by myself, and I was so excited. I got turned down for a car loan and discovered that if you have any outstanding debt, either one of you, it goes on your credit overall if you're married. And so I didn't qualify for a car loan without a cosigner, and I was making pretty good money. I was furious. And so I realized that this is a great scam, right? Someone can empty all the equity of your house, and the other person wouldn't know it.
Right.
Now, my husband didn't do that. He was paying a college tuition bill. But I hadn't realized he was doing that, so it kind of put a loan against us, and I didn't qualify. And so I said, what a great idea for a story. And then started thinking, well, what would you do if you were trying to get out, and where would you go? And I realized that most people don't have a getaway plan.
Right.
So what would happen if you got in a car, and what would you take with you? And of course, you'd take your pet. And then it just sort of every day I wrote, what would she do next? And that's how I write. So I'm a writer who writes, never knows the ending, never knows where the characters are going, and I just say, what would happen next? So at first,
You like to dive in head first.
I do.
That's a scary place as a writer.
It is.
Like when I don't know where things are going, and then you paint yourself into a corner, you're like, ooh, what do I do now? Do you ever have to like backtrack and like,
No,
you just keep going?
I do.
Nice.
That's
I do.
awesome.
I'm just so lucky. I really know the characters. They live with me. In the next book that I hope to get published, she brings in some young associates
Mm-hmm.
in her book, and Jeff's Motel, instead of being the haven that she found it to be, where she first landed in Yarmouth, it becomes the scene of a murder scene, and a young woman's boyfriend is killed, and she's of course accused of the murder, and Liza is hired to find it. It's my next book out, and what happens is that I know this character, so I keep her in all the rest of the books.
Mm-hmm.
And she has crazy parents, and they get kidnapped, and they're in all the rest of the books. So I know who they are, and I kind of know what they're going to do.
Nice. So you mentioned that the cat is in the book, but you also have a cat.
I do.
Yeah, I was reading your bio online, and
Yeah.
it said you're a painter as well.
I am.
And it says that you're constantly trying to get paint off your cat.
I know. If I paint, she's in the middle of it.
She's helping. She's painting.
She is. Yeah, she follows
The dog's
me
on the hen
everywhere.
too.
She's the only cat that thinks she's either a person or a dog. We haven't figured out yet. but
Somewhere in the
she's-
middle.
Yeah.
Nice.
The cat in this book unfortunately did pass away, and someone asked, is there any real character in the book? And I said, only the cat, because she can't sue me.
Very, very smart.
The names of the cats have been changed to protect the
They
innocent.
have, actually.
Where can we grab your book?
Well, right now it's at the Yellow Umbrella in Chatham. He has copies, signed copies there, and I don't know if any are available in Provincetown or not. If you went and asked, I bet they would get some.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And I'm hoping that people will go on my website if they're having a book group, or if they want me to zoom in or come in person if they're on the Cape. I'd love to do that. I've been doing a bunch of those.
Nice.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
I don't know how much actual crime there is in Chatham, but if you dig right under the surface here, you're going to find a lot to inspire you in Provincetown. The lore of Provincetown.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So, yeah, I have a book set in Wellfleet. I don't have any in Provincetown. I haven't gotten up this far yet.
Come on up
Soon.
sometime.
Soon.
Yeah, especially now that it's like the beginning of the off season. It's the
I
perfect
know,
time.
it's the only time I can get parking.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
here.
so much
Yeah.
for having me.
Head on over to Iris's website and grab a book. Sounds like a fantastic
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
IrisGlee.com.
And let us know when the next ones are out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
Of course.
Let's head on over to Mark. Stopped by the Commons for this exciting new photography exhibit they have coming up. Check it out.
Watch this.
So last July, a group of photographers got invited to be part of the Provincetown Photography Collective. They have a group show here at the Commons, and who was the inspiration to gather you guys together?
Elizabeth Brooke.
And she just said, hey,
She posted it on the Commons website and Facebook and by word of mouth to all meet here. And we didn't all know each other, but then we found connections with each other. And so we're a group of 13, 14, we're a closed group that are committed to getting to know each other and sharing our work. We're all very different photographers.
so I want y'all to introduce yourself and how long you've been a photographer.
Hi, I'm Emery Petrak. I've been taking pictures since I was a little kid, so several decades.
I'm Rainey Murphy, and I'd say I've been 10, 12, maybe 15 years I've been working on photography.
I'm Jeff Creeley, and I've been doing photography in a serious way for about 5 years, so that might make me the newbie.
I'm Rebecca Bruin, and I'm an alternative photography artist, and I've been doing this for well over 25 years.
I'm Marty Hassel. I took my first conscious picture when I was 16. And I've been earning my living one way or another through photography since 1973.
Wow.
I'm Julia Cumes, and I've been a professional photographer for 25 years.
I'm Jack Lynch, and I've been doing photography for about 10 years.
I'm Lippy Borges, and I started photography professionally in 2011.
I'm Lisa Raskin. I've had a camera in my hand since I was 16.
So one of the things you were saying before was this is a community of like-minded as far as what the medium you work in, but also you're getting to know each other as a community, as a group. And so you bring in your work and you sort of have feedback from each other. Is that how this all works together?
Yeah, we share our work. You know, we're all incredibly different photographers. Some are, you know, I come from a more photojournalistic background. You know, Rebecca's an alternative process photographer. We're really, really varied in our approaches, but I think that we have a shared passion, and we support each other, we share our work, we also share resources and information. So I think overall it's just been a really rich exchange between all of us, and we've all gotten to know each other pretty well over last year, and so.
And that's what it's all about is
Gives us photo community.
Yes, it gives, and community in whatever way that you find it is important, especially now more than ever. So come check out the group show at the Commons. You're going to see a lot of different styles of work and a lot of different perspectives. So thank you all for taking some time today.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Mark. Please welcome Rachel from the Provincetown Business Guild.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
I was asking earlier, have you recovered from Carnival yet?
I have.
Work.
I finally get to say yes when people
Right,
ask me that
exactly.
question, because that was a lot.
Yeah.
That was my first Carnival, and it was wow.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Big success.
Thank you. I thought so. I mean, we had a great time. We got a lot of great feedback, and the parade was the big one. I mean, there's a lot of big stuff, but getting through that parade, that was amazing.
Sam and Mark and I had a great time doing the parade coverage that afternoon.
Thank you so much for doing that too. I've thought about that all since I started this year, and I'm so glad that it worked out, and I'm excited to continue if y'all are willing to continue.
They're both nodding yes. I think so.
or would you say no right now anyway? No, probably not. But it's great. I think sharing what we do here with the rest of the world that way, I think is a great way to do it,
and
especially live.
A lot of people tuned in. Yeah.
Excellent.
And so many people that wanted to be here but couldn't make it for whatever reason. It was really nice.
Awesome.
So what's next up on the plate?
Well, we have a lot of stuff. Luckily it's spaced out a little more than just that 7-day Carnival week. But the first thing, actually, I think I might have talked about this when I was on in June. We have a program called Summer One, where we have an application process to bring first-time Provincetown visitors ages 21 to 29 for free for a weekend. Wow. Thanks to the generosity of a lot of lodgers and our lodging members in town and the ferry companies. So we decided to replicate the program in the fall, and we're calling it Autumn One. I know it's so clever.
That's a leap.
So clever. But we wanted to do it during Trans Week. So we're trying to focus on trans and gender non-binary community members that are ages 21 to 29 who have never been here before. And the reason I'm bringing it up is today's the application deadline.
Okay.
So if you go to ptown.org/Pride Center, the application's on that page. And it's for the 2 weekends of Trans Week. So the 3rd week of October.
There's 2 weekends of Trans Week.
Yeah. Well, Trans Week's a whole week.
With
and then
the two,
we're trying to bring people on the first half and then the second half.
Gotcha.
And then a lot of people don't know, but we coordinate that monumental yard sale.
I didn't know that you coordinated that.
I didn't either till last time.
Until you had to coordinate.
Yeah. I mean, coordinate's a strong word. We basically put the word out that we say anyone that wants to do a garage sale, yard sale, flea market. I mean, they're called so many different things. See, I never grew up with tag sale, but yes, that too.
Tags on anything.
Well, if you're smart, you are.
That's true.
I don't know, maybe not.
Make me an offer.
So October, I think it's 11th, 12th, and 13th. And so there's a sign-up form if you go to our Instagram, which is Visit P-Town. It's in our link tree. People can sign up, and we basically just put together a blog post where all over town, whoever's wants to do a yard sale. So it's not a huge amount of coordination, but that's how we run it.
That's soon, and I need to clear out our garage.
Well, and it's October 11th is National Coming Out Day, so.
And my birthday.
National Put It Out on the Curb Day.
Yes,
And
do with that what you will. And then after that, we do Pink Friday. So it's our take, or our community's take, on Black Friday, encouraging people to not only shop small, but shop queer, and to come to P-Town and see what all the different retail, and it's great time to start your holiday shopping. The canteen, I believe, is starting their holiday market that weekend. And we've put the word out to our business members, like, what are you doing? Let us know. And we're going to put together a list of all these sales. So, and then it's the big Holly Folly, which is the country's only LGBTQ plus holiday festival.
Bigger than ever this year.
Yes. So we had decided we're trying something new, and we're basically going to extend Holly Folly to all of the weekends in December. Well, to the first 3 weekends in December, because the last December is technically First Light, but still December. It's still Holly and Folly, I guess. The first weekend, though, it's December 6th and 7th is the official kickoff. So that's still going to have like the Boston Gay Men's Chorus concert. We do a Holly Folly bingo.
Like Holly Folly Classic.
Yes,
the first
exactly. Because Holly Folly's been around, I think this is year 27. So, and then we are doing the next couple weekends, we're doing 2 inn strolls this year. So normally we do 1 inn stroll, and we have so many inns that want to open up their doors, invite people in, let them see their space, maybe see a room, offer, food and drink. And we had so many last year that wanted to participate that we're doing the inn stroll, the sequel, and doing a second one on a different weekend. And then we do a bar crawl, the snowball bar crawl, very hard to say. And we're going to do 2 of those as well. And then we're also working on an ugly sweater bike ride. So, they do the jockstrap bike ride in the summer.
You said ugly sweaters and jock straps.
Well, hey, I actually I feel like in this town I don't need to say it. I feel like
it's implied. It's implied.
It is implied. Jockstrap implied.
Yeah.
It's like the fine print. And we're also kicking off in the beginning of December a decorating contest and encouraging even more businesses and houses to decorate for the holidays.
This is going to turn into that Tim Allen movie where it's like 9
my
million, not Tim Allen, whoever it was, it's like 10 million lights and 15 of those blow up things.
Yeah.
We're going to test that battery this week.
So it's I think we're calling it the Holly Folly Showdown. So there'll be more information about that on our website too. And I think that's it. And then we're going, that's not it, because one of the other things is we're encouraging a lot of local businesses to do things, because the idea is to extend Holly Folly through the month of December to encourage more visitorship throughout the winter months, but specifically December, that one winter month. So like I know the Red Room is doing a SantaCon tea dance every Saturday in December. And we've talked to Rick Murray at Muscle Beach, and I think he's going to do some he's encouraging his instructors to do some themed classes, like where at least, a spin class that will, the instructor would be in holiday regalia and maybe a holiday playlist. And so that's just the beginning. We're hoping that there will be more participation throughout those weekends. So yeah, and then we roll into First Light with fireworks. Not that we produce those, but we help promote them.
Yeah.
So
nice.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying.
The past few years, I've really seen November and December as like such a not easy, but to extend the season through the new year, it's ripe for the picking, because it's been a few years of the Food and Wine Festival, which really pushed from Halloween into the first week of November. Then it's Thanksgiving, and I think extending Holly Folly is really going to make those 2 months just like really great.
Yeah, we're hoping so too. There's so much for Halloween. We don't produce anything around Halloween, but there's so much, and we help promote it all. And there's so many shows happening, so many parties. There's already lots to choose from. So yeah, there's still a lot going on.
Always.
It's not the same as the summer, but it's a different type of visitor experience, I think.
I mean, that Halloween weekend, especially this year, it's on a Friday.
Oh yeah.
Like if it's even close to like 70 degrees out, it will be as busy as Carnival. Like a couple years ago, it was like 73 and on a Saturday, and I swear it was the busiest I'd ever seen Commercial Street aside from Carnival Day. And I was like, this is wild.
Is Spooky Bear that weekend or the weekend before?
It's that weekend. Yeah.
And I mean, I've already seen the sandwich board like advertising a spooky, like Kiki Ball Changes.
Yep, Kiki Ball
Halloween show. It's already being advertised on the street over there. It's like, we're in hell. Like that's the name
Yeah.
of her show. Like 2 on the nose.
Yeah,
Keith.
Jackie Cox's Nurse Jackie show from this that she did this summer. She's doing Evil Nurse Jackie during that weekend. So yeah, a lot of the performers from the summer are coming back, or that are still here are doing some special stuff for Halloween. I love Halloween here.
Yeah, me too. When are you going to take a break? After New Year's?
Yeah, well, actually, before I'm going, my wife who lives in Seattle. I'm actually going to New York this weekend.
Nice.
Monday's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
It's a big one.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
What are you doing in New York?
I don't want to say. I'm actually going to get to see for the second time Oh Mary.
Who's in it?
Jinx? No, Jinx.
Oh.
I mean, I actually now they announced Jinx and I was like, okay, I have to go. And then I bought those tickets and then had to take out a small loan. And then they announced Jane Krakowski. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, because I want to see her too.
Yeah.
So my best friends live in New York, and so my wife is flying from Seattle, and we're meeting in New York for the weekend.
You got to pull some strings though, because Jinx is a P-town girl. So
yeah, well, and also Seattle. Like I knew Jinx
okay.
from like the early 2000 and aughts. What I don't even know what to call them anymore. But yeah, when I used to run the Seattle Queer Film Festival, and Jinx was involved in that a couple of years here and there. So
you can pull your own strings.
I could try. I'm not always a stage door girl, but this time I might be.
Well, maybe you're a backstage girl.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right.
So
seeing anything else or just?
That's the only thing I have tickets to. I'm gonna try and see. I think I might go to try to see the McQueen off-Broadway play about Alexander McQueen. I also really want to see Masquerade. It's off-Broadway. It's a take on Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, cool.
It's completely sold out. Like I think the entire run. So, but.
Is that the revival that is like kind of a masquerade party? It's almost immersive a little.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I'll see something else. I can't. It's also the Broadway flea market.
What's that?
Oh. The Broadway flea. I happened upon it. I was in New York also for my birthday like 3 years ago, and I literally just walked into it, and it takes over the whole theater district, and a lot of the production companies have it. They basically are selling all of their archives. You can, if you're into playbills, which is just the tip of the iceberg, it's incredible. But also, like, I got an original program from the year Gypsy came out.
Oh wow!
On Broadway, premiered on Broadway.
Wow.
There's a live auction. There's all sorts. It's tons of merchandise. It's pretty amazing, and it's
so cool.
nonstop. Like, it's very frenetic. So I'm definitely gonna go to that.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having
still
me.
are busy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And have a really great trip to New York.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Let's head on over to Sean with the weather.
Beautiful day alert. Good morning, everyone. We've got a gorgeous Friday on our hands with temps that will feel like summer is still hanging on, which makes sense because we've got 3 more days until the fall equinox arrives on Monday. We are heading into a stretch of classic late September weather here in Provincetown. Today brings sunshine and pleasant highs near 74. Saturday turns cooler and breezy in the morning, but stays bright, topping out around 65. Sunny keeps the sun going, also near 65. Monday, the first official day of fall, warms a touch with plenty of sunshine and an afternoon breeze reaching 69. Tuesday turns more humid with partial sunshine and a breezy afternoon near 75. Wednesday stays humid with sun and a few clouds around 71. By Thursday, skies turn mostly cloudy, less humid, and seasonable with a high near 67, with the chance of heavier rain that night, but that's still a long ways off. Today is definitely a beach day. Your toes might get a little splashy if you head out early, but for my midnight spelunkers, fear not, dry feet all weekend. Yesterday, while I was enjoying my coffee, the dog alerted me to a visitor on the deck. Who is out here? Excuse me, can I help you?
Oh,
Lucinda.
Hi. I'm just doing research.
Research for what?
Yeah. Oh.
At my house?
Well, I do my own news show now, and also, I have a show on Halloween weekend, and I'm just, researching. There's so much to look at, and, well, I didn't think you'd be home because you're so successful with your own weather segment that you'd be traveling the world. So
I'm always here. Like, I report the weather from here.
Oh, well, that's nice. I suppose there's going to be no downfalls because I'm going down the stairs and a lady never trips.
Okay, bye, Lucinda.
Bye-bye.
Did you get what you needed? What the? Who is out here? Excuse me, can I help you?
Oh.
Oh, Lucinda.
Hi, I'm just doing research.
Research for what?
Yeah, oh.
At my house?
Well, I do my own news show now, and also, I have a show on Halloween weekend, and I'm just, researching. There's so much to look at, and, well, I didn't think you'd be home because you're so successful with your own weather segment that you'd be traveling the world, so.
I'm always here. Like, I report the weather from here.
Oh, well, that's nice. I suppose, there's going to be no downfalls because I'm going down the stairs and a lady never trips.
Okay, bye, Lucinda.
Bye-bye.
Did you get what you needed? Oh, man. She has a knack for showing up at the most random times, but she's always a delight. Be sure to catch her new program, PNAL, Provincetown News According to Lucinda, now airing on Instagram every Friday. If you've been to Showgirls this summer, you've seen the live version. Now she's bringing her intrepid reporting to the world each week. Follow her at Lucinda Liphole on Instagram. And of course, you know the drill. If it's Friday, dog tag tea at the boat slip. We're kicking off our first shoulder season weekend. Tomorrow is classic Saturday tea, followed by solid gold on Sunday. Looking ahead, next Saturday is pet tea with a costume contest and plenty of prizes. Don't miss it. And don't forget, especially for those of you missing daily tea, the Bowie Bar is open daily from noon until late. The perfect spot for an afternoon delight, a pre-dinner drink, or a nightcap by the fire pit. That's it for me. Have a fabulous weekend and soak up these last spectacular days of summer. For those of you in town, I'll see you at tea. Boys, back to you at the brewery.
Thank you, Sean and Lucinda.
Please welcome Diane back again from the International Women's Flag Football Association. What year is this?
19.
Year 19 in Provincetown.
And it's already been a year since we saw you.
That's right. Last year I was here.
You had a good year?
Excellent. Oh, tremendous. I'm a million-mile traveler.
Really?
So this year I went to Nicaragua, went to Mexico twice, El Salvador, Ohio. I went to a few other countries. I can't remember now, but because and here I am for this 19th IWFFA P-Town Classic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it back.
Well, you're welcome. This year it's our largest. 8 teams. We've got 200 athletes coming here to P-Town this weekend. And what's really special is that we've got our Afghans with us.
Amazing.
Last year I was sharing about that we had gotten asylum for these Afghans. 2018 I went to India to train. Fayez had asked the IWFFA if we could teach the Afghanistan women how to play.
Amazing.
We met at India. The women went back to India, taught girls and women how to play, started the Afghanistan Women's Flag Football Federation. And then in August 2021, the Taliban came in. And so I got all these text messages, madam, please help get us out. And I had emailed our women, flag football women, and 4 hours later, Bridget Cambridge, a lawyer in Rhode Island, says, Diane, I'm an immigration lawyer, pro bono, and I'd be happy to help you. Long story short, we got asylum for 73 Afghans to Mexico. And the first group is the few families, 37, on November 16th, 2022. So because we have our Afghans, part of the events for the flag football weekend, we have the Women's Speaker Series. And so at 2:30 today at the St. Mary's Church, we're going to have our Afghans speak, share their stories before, during, and after Afghanistan. We start off this morning, 11 o'clock, with the over-the-hill kickball. And we've got older women who's playing, and they'll kick the ball, and we'll have younger women run around the bases. And we've got younger women playing. But listen, this kickball has turned into something really big because the local women are going nuts.
I know.
They got like 20 women on the roster, and I don't know what to expect, but it's going to be at Jerome Field. And then we have our parade at 6 o'clock today, commercial. And then our games are on Saturday, Sunday, Jerome Field, because you have construction at Mata Field. And so 8 teams, excellent athletes, 2 divisions. It's our largest, so we encourage people, come join watch the games and the events, more than welcome. So that's our event.
Do you still do the team that is like kind of if you don't have a team?
Yeah,
What is it
absolutely.
called?
Our loose women's team.
Loose women.
Our loose women's team. So whoever's listening here in P-Town, you're welcome to join the loose women's team, individual women. And the night before, so we've got shirts for them. Once a loose woman, always a loose woman. And it's true. It's true. It's true. And it's a team. Don't care if we win or lose. We play for fun, and the camaraderie is exceptional. So come join us. And I'm Coach Diane. I don't think I'm going to play this year, but if I'm needed, I would. But our Afghans are going to be joining us, and special.
Yeah, that's amazing. To build community, a worldwide community through flag football, and then be able to make real, lasting change through it's really incredible.
It came to full circle when I went to Canada this year. The majority of our Afghans are up in Toronto, and Rebecca wrote a really great story, Provincetown magazine. You got to read it. She really, really did a perfect job, and it explains about part of the journey, how it all happened. And so this year in Canada, we had a week of training with our Afghans, and there's other women besides the Afghans, but it's an international team. And the camaraderie I was like a kid again. So all of us jumped on a plane from Toronto to Winnipeg to play a friendship game. And in Winnipeg, our Hondurans are going to Canada. Everybody's moving. And it was a friendship game, and it was beautiful. So the organization is a women's organization. And so this year, I started off my road trip to Nicaragua, and this was special. Went to a very poor community. The girls have no running water in their homes, gives you an idea. Their ages 8 to 11 years old. So with no phones, no computers, the interaction was phenomenal. I had 9 trainings with these girls. And on the 10th day, we had a tournament. I was officiating, and these girls were on autopilot. An 8-year-old was calling, "Huddle!" The teams were on autopilot. Now, I'm doing this over 45 years. And never seen this before. The quarterbacks were calling their plays, 8 to 11 years old. And the quarterbacks were making their own plays. So we've got a fundraiser this year, and we want to bring a team of those girls to Key West for the International Flag Football Championship. So that's one of our new endeavors. And of course, our Afghans, we want to get the women out of Afghanistan. We left 2 sisters behind. Want to get them out. So we're a women's organization, and we use the flag football to unite and to do this good humanitarian work, and very proud. But if you want, this is Naja. She's one of the players. Fayez, I give him credit because he's the man from Afghanistan. You know, I was in India with these 2 men, one from the coach from India, the coach from Afghanistan. And I said to these 2 men, you know, here IWFFA is here to train your women flag football, but the women have to be in charge. And so 2 years later, the Indian man said, "Don't talk to Diane." And the Afghan man, we've been very close ever since, and it paid off because we got him asylum. But I just have to say also with Aldea organization and the Greenberg and Torek, those law firms. Without those law firms, we couldn't have done it. But,
You're in Toronto now?
they're actually in California.
Yeah, we live in California.
Oh, nice. He's moving to California.
I'm moving to California
Oh,
in 2
that's
weeks.
nice. So I might meet you there.
I'm guessing this is your first time here in Provincetown?
Yes, it's my first time I'm coming to Provincetown.
Amazing. How are you finding it?
I like it. It's a beautiful city.
It's pretty, right?
Yes.
How did you get involved with the flag football?
My father and Diane.
Nice.
شو رأيك سامني بالاسم أقسم Our English is not good, but I'm trying my best.
You're doing great.
My father was knowing Diane from the beginning of the flag football organization and all of these things, and then I I also was going with my father watching the games of flag football when he was coaching the girls in the schools. And when I saw that, I got more interested, and I said I want to play too there. So that's why how like got involved, and now I'm playing and I'm enjoying playing flag football.
It's amazing. Were you kind of surprised that your connections with flag football was what was able to get you asylum to the States?
I mean, yes, because
Like, who would have thought that it would be flag football, you know?
Yeah.
That was in Mexico when I myself realized how powerful the organization is. There was Jose Luis from Mexico. So I went to Mexico City to greet these people when they arrived. 37 was the first group. They had their passports and they were able to travel. So there in Mexico City, it was emotional. And Jose Luis from Mexico says, we've arranged for you to play tomorrow flag football. We have a field for you. And I realized, yeah, it was the flag football, the sport, because the Taliban was looking for the sportswomen. They were hiding. They could, if they were found, they would be punished. And there was that volleyball woman who was beheaded.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah, no, they mean business over there. But what, well, at the Women's Speaker Series, both of these, Fayez and Najia, they're going to share before, during, and after the Taliban came. And the public is welcome. It's going to be at the St. Mary Church, 517 Commercial. Please come for a great listen. Their stories are riveting, and questions and answer will be answered. So, but
You said that you had, there's still people in Afghanistan you're hoping to get out. Is there
Yeah.
any way that our community here could do anything to help with that?
You know, I heard that Meryl Streep spoke at the UN. I saw that video, and I understand her manager lives here. So I'm trying to make connections with celebrities, because celebrities have status, and we would get more exposure. Yeah, our Afghan, we want to get those two sisters, but more Afghan, and with publicity and public awareness. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get in touch with Meryl Streep.
Unfortunately, I can't help.
But it, you know, there's people in powerful positions, and maybe if they hear us and they understand, we're full force. You know, we're a women's organization first, and then we use the flag football. So we've got the woman power and the will, and we want to do it. So something has to be done. It's horrific, and you know, in our administration, they've said that the Afghans, it's safe now for the women to go back to Afghanistan. But things are the same. You know, the women in Afghanistan, they have to wear the burqa, cannot work, cannot go to school. They cannot be heard in public. Their voices, they can't be heard. They can't go to a park. And Meryl Streep did a good talk at the UN about how horrific the Afghan women are treated. So these two sisters, one is in Pakistan. We were successful this year to get her out of Afghan into Pakistan legally. That's important, because when they travel legally into another country, then they can seek asylum. It's difficult if they sneak into another country. Then you can't get the paperwork. And we left our first group of Afghans because they didn't have their passports. No matter what condition you're in, if you're seeking asylum, you got to have a passport. And we had one story. There was a family. They had their passports, but the woman was pregnant. And so she was going to have the baby before we were ready to leave. And they couldn't get the passport for the baby, so they got stuck behind. So it's really sad. And so, but here we are. And, you know, the energy here in P-Town, it's lovely. You know, it's refreshing. I live in Key West, Florida. It's pretty sad. Our politicians did not protect that, the gay, lesbian, the rainbow crosswalks, because our Governor DeSantis had them painted over black, and that hurts.
In Key West,
in all of Florida, we got a bunch of gay cities, but everybody had to paint over their rainbow crosswalks. And we have 7 commissioners. 2 went to bat for us, 5 didn't, and that's our situation in Florida. And it's pretty insulting.
Yeah.
you know, but it's happening now. So, so it's wonderful for me to be up here in Massachusetts with, you have, for the immigrants, the church, you welcome them, and not Florida, so a lot to be grateful for up
Yeah,
here.
this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing all this amazing work.
Oh,
So you got into coaching before and then got Nyjah involved after?
Yeah, so while working for the Afghanistan National Olympic Committee, I was introduced to Diane, an incredible woman, and she introduced me to flag football. So what struck me was just wasn't the game; it was the purpose, like empowering girls and women through sport. So inspired by that mission, I helped organize a team of Afghan girls and traveled with them to Jaipur, India in 2018. Where Diane joined us from the U.S. and together we trained, helped, and finally competed against an Indian team.
So they live in USA, so they can travel USA. Our Afghans in Canada, they have to wait for permanent residency. So they're not joining us. But Fayez is a brilliant fellow, I tell you. He's very smart with the sports. He was on the Olympic committee for the football.
No, Olympic Committee is like the umbrella organization for all sports, all sports disciplines.
And so he's got a lot of experience and good knowledge about sports. So we're close, he and I, and he makes it possible for, he made it possible for the Afghan women, thank God. Because if he was like the man from India, this was the Afghans' ticket out of Afghanistan, and it's really hard to believe. So women really need to unite to organizations. Every human being should join organizations for more power. Otherwise, we couldn't have done it. So
It's amazing that you're using flag football to create community amongst women, community amongst sports, and that just the fact that it was able to do such amazing work is incredible.
Well, you know, being the organizer for so many years, since '95, and our philosophy is that winning is not important, playing your best is. And this is a life skill. You know, you can start losing in life. You know, you lose your job, you lose your partner, and you go downhill, but you're still in the game. And you can't have a lousy attitude. You got to be positive and do your best. So in the game as well, it's amazing to me how some athletes, winning is their ultimate. They will die to win, and it's just a game. And it's just numbers on a scoreboard. And I've played with some excellent athletes where we're having a great time as long as we're winning, and once the game goes south, they're in a bad mood. They start complaining about the official, about the other team. They come into the huddle. They're complaining about our own teammates and that negative energy. So we don't have 8 players. We have 7 players. And it's just lousy. And so I coach girls, and the first thing I ask them is, when we begin our practice, if you're going to die tomorrow, and today is your last flag football game, would you rather win 100-0 or lose 6-7? And they say, win. But at the end of the season, I ask them same question. We'd rather lose 6-7 for the challenge. And that's what sports should be. It's the challenge. It's to exercise on the field, all these different, for physical abilities, strategy, for teamwork, for socialism. There's many benefits to sports. And I think that in professional sports and the winning aspect loses the benefits of sports. So we truly emphasize. And I go into countries and I introduce the sport. And like for the Afghans, the women normally did not play sports. But when I explained to them it is a woman's sport, the Afghan women went to their families, and parents are powerful. And they told their parents, but Mama, Papa, it's a woman's sport. Oh, okay, then you can play. You know, it's amazing the influence we have when you first initiate something or introduce something. But that's our organization, and we want to build leaders. So it's important, camaraderie, compassion, help the other teams. And when you come watch our flag football tournaments, IWFFA, we are very proud. You'll see our teams in the middle of a game. If there's a superior team, they'll make suggestions to the other team. You know, you really should do it this way, and you'll play better. In the middle of a game. Yeah. Usually they give hints to the loose women. But it's nice camaraderie, and that's why we love P-Town. The town is phenomenal. We have the sponsors, you know, advertisers, people who have donated gift certificates. It's a generous town, and they make the event fun and possible. So I should thank our sponsors, if that's okay.
Of course.
All right, so we've got Toys of Heroes, we've got Somerset House, we've got the Bike Shack, we've got Harbor Lounge, Harbor House. Harbor House, by the way, is housing our Afghans and our officials. And then we have the Shipwreck Lounge, and we have Fanizzi's. We have advertisers in our program, and I just want to say thank you very much because, and the tourism fund. The largest tournament, we were able to market the event, and we filled up the field, and who knows, next year we'll have 2 fields when MATA is redone. And I think we can really expand this event if P-Town will have us. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all the work you do. Welcome to Provincetown. I hope you have an amazing time.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the town.
Yeah.
Thank you guys,
Good to
Mark.
see you.
Bob and Harrison.
Thank you to all for watching. A big thank you to our sponsors. Well, first, it's a great time of year to head on over to Chestnut Tree to see Jeff and get tested and treated.
Uh-huh.
A big thank you to our sponsors, the Provincetown Inn, the Boat Slip, the Crown and Anchor, the PBC, the PBG, PTV, and Provincetown Tourism.
Thank you for
We'll
waking
see you
up in
next week,
Provincetown.
wherever you are.
Bye.
Can I have some coffee? Wake up, wake up. Make it strong, please. Hey! Oh! Hey! Wake up, wake up! Oh. No, really, can I have some coffee?